All right. Hi. How you doing? My name is Wolke. Nice to meet you today. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. Doing great.
You mind introducing yourself?
Yep, I'm Bob Howe. I'm with the Missouri Chess Association. I'm the director for the tournament today.
Okay. Okay. Bob, you're here with us at BCB for the first time. How has that experience been so far?
Yeah, we've had a smooth day. We had a nice turnout. 26 players showed up for the tournament today. The facility's been good. The playing hall's nice and big. Plenty of room there. We could have had double. There would have been good enough room. So yeah, it's been great.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. You started at 9 a.m. Has it been consistently people coming back in and out?
Yeah, we have. This is a tournament where it gives players 75 minutes each to play, so they have a long time. A lot of players will finish quick, and then they'll go and have a lunch break or run and do some other things for a while. We have a set time for each round. Players that end up getting into a real fight and using a lot of time, there's still a little bit of a break built in, but then they'll have a pretty quick game.
Okay, okay. I seen in the paper you have 4 rounds. So,
hmm
explain that to me?
Well, what a tournament like this uses what's called a Swiss system, which is where the first round it pairs everybody. Then after that, the winners play the winners,
Okay,
the losers play the losers, and then going forward, you play somebody with the same score as you every round. So a newer player might get beat up in the beginning, but by the middle of the day, they're playing other people who got beat up in the early games, and now they have even matches. And the people who win their early games have to face the people who also won their early games, and so they start to have the best players end up matching up against each other by the end of the day. Um, so it helps balance out so everybody gets good games regardless of your skill level.
oh, so I see. So based on just what you just explained to me, I see you was able to evaluate the levels of the players and stuff, and you're able to like eliminate. You see, they'll be able to know. Okay, that's the level that I'm at right now. They'll know when they grow, just by how far they're getting. Cause the way you match it, you say you guys match it by score, correct?
hmm
Okay, that's awesome. I didn't know that.
And then the tournament itself is a rated event. We submit it to the United States Chess Federation, and they actually take tournaments from all over the country, and they will rate it. So each player you played, you have a rating, they have a rating. How you do against them will affect your rating through the day. So if a player who overperforms, their rating will go up, and uh, and then that affects who they play the next time as well.
Okay, so you guys keep this record in the website in the National Chessboard.
Yeah, I run the tournament itself, and then I submit it to the national group, and they do the ratings. And that way, if you move, if you're traveling, if you want to go to another state to play in a big tournament, your rating applies everywhere in the country.
Okay, okay. So that you everywhere. That's awesome. So a little bit personal question. How long you been playing chess?
Oh man, I mean, I've been playing my whole life. Obviously, I played as a kid. My father taught me like most people. Um, I was a teacher here in Jeff City back in the '90s,
Hmm.
and I was running a chess club at the Thomas Jefferson Middle School here. And I had a group of players that were really serious, and actually some of them started beating me, and they were coming to tournaments, and that kind of got me fired up because I'd been that coach for years and never lost a game. And all of a sudden, I had some kids that were good, and I, kind of fired that competitive passion a little bit. And I ended up playing in tournaments for years, and eventually started running them as well.
Oh, that's awesome. That's cool. That's good, man. Okay, so a little sneak peek. The tournament is not even. It's not done, right?
This is the last round.
This the last round. So how do you pick the winner from all those rounds? Does each round have a prize winner? I know we going
No,
for.
it doesn't. It's based on your total score. However, like we talked about earlier with ratings,
Mm-hmm.
we do put some of the prize money aside and give it to people based on ratings. So the top players will get a prize, but also we'll cut it off and say, okay, anybody under 1200 didn't really have a chance to win this tournament.
Right.
But whoever did the best of all the under 1200s, they're going to get a prize.
Oh,
And
okay, okay,
whoever's the best of the under 1000 rated, they're going to get a prize.
okay.
So, like today, we had a lot of new players. We had 7 brand new first tournament players. So, I made a prize for best new player
Right.
is going to get a prize today. just because that's where a lot of our players were, so it made sense. And
Okay, okay.
yeah,
That sounds good. You're making it more fair for everybody, where you're not just saying, this person been plays chess for how long, and you just say they're the only one that get the prize. So you're giving the underdog to work their way out there.
yeah, and that's pretty common in chess tournaments because the better players' prizes will be bigger, but they want everybody to feel like there's have something to play for and it's worth staying all day. So you're also just kind of competing against other people at your level for at least a side prize as well.
Okay, okay, that's awesome. That's awesome. Well, based on I know the tournament is not over yet, and everything's gonna go based on the like how you say the best out of the 1,200, 1,000. How would you be the one that's judging this, or would it be? Do you have a team with you that's going to be doing that?
No, it's just me. And I wouldn't
Okay.
really call it judging because it's just rewarding, basically, giving
Right.
out what their results are.
Right. Right. Based on their what they did in competition. Right.
Yeah, bigger tournaments will have multiple directors, but
Okay.
usually under 50, you usually can one person experience can handle that. And when
Okay.
you get bigger than that, you start to have two and then three people. But
Okay.
yep.
So I see people coming in and out and stuff like that. Do they get a chance to play the first round? Nothing happened to come back for second round.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people do is
Okay.
like we talked about with a lot of newer players today.
Mhm.
This is a serious tournament. It gives the people a long time to play their game. For people who have been playing a long time and come to a tournament because they want to try to play their absolute best.
Right. Right.
New players kind of still have to learn that. They're used to playing casual games, playing on the internet. 5-10 minutes is usually how long a game goes. So they'll get in here and they'll finish their games in 20 minutes, 30 minutes. The game will be over. But if they enjoy the experience, then they start to get more serious. They'll start wanting more and more time. But this first tournament, a lot of them are finishing quick, and so then they'll go out. They'll come back in a couple hours for the next game. We've had a lot of local players who are like, hey, I'm 5 minutes from home. I'm just going to go home for 2 hours. And then they come back later.
Okay, go take a little nap.
Yep.
Let my brain rest. Okay. So, based on happening first time in the capital, how likely is this event to happen again?
um, it's definitely this is a yearly event.
Okay.
We were in Columbia last year. Then you guys have the chess program getting built up here. So Tim Campbell, the gentleman who runs your program, was friends with mine, and he mentioned that this would be a great place to host it. So we're trying that out this year. And I mean, it's the Missouri Chess Association wants to hold tournaments everywhere.
Right.
We rotate our big tournaments. We try to hold tournaments in the center of the state so everybody has a reasonable drive. So yeah, we'd love to come back and have more tournaments in Jeff City.
Okay. Okay. And since you saying this one is more how big? What would you say the level of this tournament today?
Um, I'd say it's split into two. We have a specific tournament just for seniors, and that's a little higher. These are guys who've played lots of tournaments, and they want to come play this just so they can play other older gentlemen, just as a kind of a change of pace. The other tournament of the Open ended up being a little lower because, like I said, we have a ton of local new players coming out.
Okay.
And so that made it a little more, higher level of beginner players and lower level players
Okay.
than expected. But both of those are fine, and you're always prepared for that. Like I said, I added the different prize for the new players.
Okay.
That's just something I'd estimated what people would come, and I'd set up prizes for that. But then I adjusted based on who's actually here.
Okay. Okay. All right. Is there anything that you want to share with the people? I'm not gonna keep. I'm gonna stop here. I got good enough information to share with the people.
Nope,
With
I
the
just
experience down here.
I want to say thanks, to the BCB. It's finding a good location is the biggest challenge as a tournament organizer. It used to always be hotels and convention centers. They're just too expensive now. It's chess tournaments are not big profit events.
Right.
They're just
Right.
not. People want to come in and play for a reasonable price. They don't want to pay huge amounts to play a couple games of chess. So we really need partners basically that are happy to host our events, and we appreciate you.
No problem. I look forward to hopefully hosting multiple event here. Not even as big as today, small events. Tim usually said small events could take place too, so he could host one and things like that.
Yeah,
So
absolutely. Evening events with a couple of short games.
yeah,
Absolutely.
okay, yes. Thank you, Bob Howe. It was nice to meet you, and that's it. Thank you.
Thank you.
Yes, sir.